We're good.
All right. Welcome to the show. We have a sign.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that beauty. Amazing. Thank you to Yarmals on Instagram from Baltimore.
Yarmals might be the greatest man I've ever spoke to in my life.
I mean, I've never been treated this way.
Well, Devan was scared, or Devan's girlfriend, I should say, is apparently under the impression that there's going to be Kohberger listens to the podcast.
We're a little afraid. We got Kohberger fever right now.
Yeah. And listen, that is true. We should just say real quick, the moderator of our Reddit.
He's a Patreon subscriber.
He's a Patreon subscriber. He moderates our Reddit. He's in a little trouble right now.
Bryan Kohberger, if you've seen the news, he used to run the Hate Watch Reddit.
Yeah.
And he was very involved in our Patreon, like our community on Patreon.
He was so nice. Every time he would send me a DM, it was always the nicest thing.
Yeah.
I know. And he loved, we would just like share, we would share our love and interest of true crime with each other, and I never thought anything.
He would always be like, "Watch this. You guys should watch this thing about this serial killer that I just found." Blah blah blah.
He would send me a lot of live leak stuff with like pigs getting cut up with chainsaws.
Yeah,
and shit. It was.
He loved memes.
I mean, I'm into that stuff, but I don't know.
He used to send me memes all the time.
Yeah, about like knives.
Just like like it would be like a woman's ass and be like, that shit got me. Like, yo.
He had his
white
quirks.
bitches got me.
He had his quirks and innocent until proven guilty, I guess, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's hard to watch the news. This guy, our supporter, he's being fucking Kohberger. He's being dragged through the mud.
It is. It's a bunch of
just another man being raked through the coals.
The butcher of Idaho. They want us to believe.
Yeah, sure.
And it's just like if you talk to him, the guy wouldn't stab a fly.
No.
There was carbon. I heard they didn't have a carbon monoxide detector in the house.
Oh, so it might have been that.
They died of carbon monoxide.
Okay.
Yeah.
See? Oh, but so anyways, yeah, Yarmals, coolest guy ever.
Yeah.
Sent this to my apartment, and I asked him, like, when should I expect it? I want to make sure I get and all this stuff. The coolest guy of all time, and he makes the best shit ever.
I'm not kidding. It's if you go to his Instagram, it's unbelievable the furniture he makes. This is insanely well made. We haven't hooked it up yet. We have to undo it to get the light going, but it's incredible. He made the one for Lemon Party. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Honestly, it really legitimizes this place, this hunk of shit den that we do this in.
Instantly, it makes this place look so much more legitimate. I mean, it's
even got my stupid face on it. Look at
It's got a little mouth.
Look at my dumbass mouth.
It's got a little otter face with the...
Just a yelling otter. Yeah. Just a wailing otter.
I see a sucking otter.
Yeah,
those are like...
He must have seen the Polaroids at the truck stop.
What do I suck off? Like a square dick? Look at that.
It's just
all shapes and sizes. Well, they're trying to fit round cocks into a square hole. So.
Exactly.
Very good. Well, should we do a little investigation into our pal?
Oh yeah.
I mean, once again, it's like they got Laundry. Laundry was he was on my YouTube. He wasn't a listener of Hate Watch at the time, but he used to watch my videos.
He'd post cool comments and shit.
He would post really cool comments. He sent me $100 on Venmo one time. Brian Christopher Laundry. And
rest in peace.
Rest in peace. He was what happened to him? He was in a hike and it was a little.
His girlfriend got lost or something.
His girlfriend got attacked by coyotes. He didn't know what to do, so he did what any man would do. You get in your car and you just drive away.
Well, what is he supposed to do? His girlfriend got picked apart by coyotes. What is he supposed to do? Go hunt the coyotes?
I know it was what they expected out of him was absurd.
He went home.
He went home and he took a hike and he didn't bring water. And he
goes in the Everglades, Yeah,
it's hard. So anyway,
a tragedy.
His name, Bryan Christopher Laundry. This guy, Bryan Christopher Kohberger. You believe that?
Shut the fuck up.
What is going on with Bryan Christophers?
They love Hate Watch and possibly killing women
and murder of young women. It's
allegedly.
I mean, look at this guy. You telling me this guy's a murderer? Look at these kind eyes. Look at this.
A case of life imitating art. Murder suspect Bryan Kohberger's
sister
appears in a gory slasher
I feel warm.
Look at those eyes. Full of warmth.
34-year-old Amanda Kohberger has been there with the rest of her family to support her brother. Years earlier, in 2011, she had a part in a low-budget film 2 days back.
She did. Wait, why does she have a?
Wait.
Why does she have a big bandage on her head? What is that?
She probably just saw Kohberger.
Kohberger gave her the 1-2 before she came to set.
In a low-budget film 2 days back.
We should find this film.
The movie
2 days
has
back?
a typical
Yeah, we should
horror
watch
We gotta
this.
watch this.
Students who venture into the woods only to be slashed to death. Her
By
name appears in the
Kohberger.
credits. The movie director says he was floored when Bryan Kohberger was arrested in the University of Idaho slayings case. His sister played Lori in the film.
Well, the first reaction is shock. The first reaction is,
Look at that
oh my
awful
God,
office he
are
lives
you
in.
kidding?
Kevin Boone says Amanda Kohberger came to an open call.
She came and auditioned. We liked her, so I offered one of the
Looks like a
major
retarded
roles.
David
You gotta
Chase.
also think, man,
Talentless David
coincidence,
Chase.
too, between what happened in Idaho
He's like
and
this
this
leather
movie
jacket.
where
He looks like
it's
a-
people
He
getting
looks like a
stabbed.
medium.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, he looks like a guy on a ghost
honey,
show.
wake up! We're in the news. Kohberger. Kohberger's brother killed a bunch of women. Let's plug the movie.
This is really gonna do wonders for my 2011 slasher that I made with his sister.
He goes, make sure the website's online now. We're about to get some downloads.
Send money to GoDaddy.
And this week's 48 Hours does a deep dive into the case the whole country
Look
is
at he's
con-
nervous. He's scared. It's just like God,
It's
man.
like an ASPCA commercial
I'm
with our
sorry.
best friend.
The Me Too
Kohberger.
movement is just out of control in this country.
Me too.
He's almost like a chameleon. It depends on where you are.
Correspondent Peter Van
Why is
Sant
his
spoke
face
with
so small?
Kohberger's high school friends.
Bryan was really funny. He wasn't outgoing at all. But he also wasn't shy.
He aspired to be an Army Ranger.
He wasn't
yeah.
shy. He'd bust through your door at 3, 4 a.m. He wasn't shy. He didn't make many jokes, but occasionally he'd just bust your door down
I think he was
with
shy.
a large knife.
He was shy around fat chicks.
What'd you say? He was shy around fat
Shy
chicks?
around fat chicks.
Yeah, that was it. Yep. He just got uncomfortable around
He was like,
fatties.
keep your clothes on. I'm really shy.
Anyway, do you have any knives?
A classmate of Kohberger's from here at Pleasant Valley High School in Pennsylvania has reportedly said that the now quadruple murder suspect was out of shape and overweight in his younger years until he took a boxing class. And that's when the friend says his whole demeanor changed. He became aggressive and was always looking to pick fights.
Oh, hell
It
yeah.
was after that weight
Wow.
loss.
Oh,
that
he was a
lot
big
of
fatty.
people
Yeah.
Noticed a huge switch in him. My brother has since come out to say that even though they were friends, Bryan bullied him. He would put him in like chokeholds and stuff like that.
He's a man that some say is brilliant.
Sounds a normal
A man who
man.
commands
Yeah, it sounds
the
par
room.
for the course
Van
for
Sant
combat
says he
sports.
also learned something that in retrospect
He's a vegan, too, and they're feeding him his vegan diet. That means
Oh,
that
really?
they believe him. They're giving him vegan food. They believe him.
You'll be out of here in no time, Kohberger.
Yeah. Just put him back in the army. Make him fight terrorists.
is very interesting.
He applied for an
I mean, look at the when he gets pulled over. He got pulled
hell,
over.
Oh my God, they have this.
Because you know what had happened? His dad flew out to take him on like a road trip back home
For Christmas.
For Christmas,
Yeah.
like shortly after he had murdered 4 people.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was just wondering, like, what type of road trip you think that was like?
Yeah, it's a real wacky
Dad is
road
just
trip.
completely unaware. They're playing Willie Nelson.
You got a lot of blood on your clothes,
On the
Kohberger.
road again. Brian, looks like you spilled ketchup all over yourself at the last stop.
Brian, it smells like iron in the car. What's going on here?
He goes, Kohberger, what's with all the lime and ropes in the back of the car?
He calls his son Kohberger.
Kohberger. Kohberger, what's with all the burglary tools?
So this is, I mean, just look
email, and they just sent me a statement.
look at
that
his face right
originates
here.
from the FBI.
at that guy.
He's like, hey. I love old white guys who look like they're constantly in pain.
Oh, his poor
Look,
dad.
look at Kohberger, man.
Look at him. I mean, like, why do we even need juries? Like, if I was the cop, I would have walked up and have been like, "You're fucking, you did
Just
something."
would have shot him in the head.
Would have shot him right in the head.
If you haven't killed somebody yet, you will.
You will.
You're coming to jail.
Look at that guy.
And inquiries therein.
His Hyundai Elantra was pretty dirty too.
You love that Hyundai.
It was a slick fucking Hyundai, dude. They got that on CarMax or something,
Yeah.
where they detail it for you. Mm-hmm. I'm looking for a car right now.
CarMax rocks, man. I'm telling you.
But yeah, let's look into a little more of the case because jury's still out on who did this.
So it was all women?
No, one dude.
one guy
dude.
and 3 women.
I think he targeted women, and there just happened to be a dude there.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I think so. He was in the area like 12 times. But that doesn't mean they got
allegedly.
What, you know, I heard that town is great.
What if there's like a Jack in the Box down the street or something?
Exactly. He was coming to get his. So you're telling me every time I'm around somebody killing 4 people, if I'm just in that neighborhood at the exact same time,
you want a munchie meal?
If I'm in the house, if people catch me with a knife in my hand covered in blood, you're telling me I'm guilty now?
Mini tacos. Ever heard of those?
Just getting tacos. 99 cents for 2.
They're fantastic.
Assholes.
This was to obtain any footage from the early morning hours of November 13, 2022 in the area of the King Road residence and surrounding neighborhoods in an effort to locate the suspects or suspect vehicles traveling to or leaving from the King Road residence. This video canvas resulted in the collection of numerous surveillance videos in the area from both residential and business
Ring
addresses.
has really done a number on criminals.
I know.
You know, you can't do anything.
Ring, Nest.
Yeah.
All these fucking things. They all they've done is hurt the market.
I know. It's like you can't go out and stab women anymore.
The marketplace is being suffocated by these cameras everywhere.
It's hard to hunt bitches when Ring's around.
You can't even be an Amazon delivery driver that is treating a big screen TV like a football. Throwing on somebody's row on.
Videos that were collected and
everybody involved with true crime, all the men look like they're mediums. They look like they speak to the dead. Look at this guy.
He does. This is where that white Hyundai Elantra comes into play. A review of camera footage
show us that
indicated
puppy.
that a white sedan here at
look at those slick wheels.
God, those are 19s for sure.
Damn, dude, that's like a 2013.
In Moscow,
you think that's stock,
3:26 a.m.
I could still get my hands on one of those babies.
You should get your hands on that one at a police auction.
Can I get that one?
Probably.
It'll be like cheaper, right? Like because of like the
auction.
bad energy and stuff.
Yeah, it's haunted. Dude.
Yeah, it's like the Seinfeld episode. It's like my John Voight car.
Yeah, the car will start driving itself towards women's houses and shit.
the car did it. The car is the problem.
No, the car keeps
taking you to Moscow.
So Brian Laundrie gets executed via electric chair. When he dies, his spirit goes into the car, and then it starts driving you around women's houses.
I love that.
Shit. Yeah, that's just gonna happen.
At approximately 3:28 a.m. On this video, it appeared suspect vehicle 1 was not displaying a front license plate. At this point,
these
they didn't
retards
know
always
it
get
was
caught with like. For the stupid, it's always like, oh, I forgot to pay get the tags.
Yeah, they put the wrong stamp on the note, and they're just like, fuck
And
it.
Kohberger's supposed to have a PhD in criminology. It's like, can't you just get the basics down?
Oh yeah, he
You
was
gotta be shitting me.
He was
No,
studying
not
like true
shitting.
crime and shit.
He was about to get his PhD in criminology.
You think he'd just kill homeless people or something? That seems the way to
You'd
go.
think do a couple starter ones first.
Well, he
Jesus
left the
Christ.
sheath of a knife at the murder scene,
What an
covered in
idiot.
DNA.
Oh god.
Oh, he's a complete
Not even his
moron.
He's an
DNA.
idiot. He's like the worst killer ever. Why do you even go to school for it if you're going to be an amateur?
a knife.
You studied for that? And you, what an absolute imbecile.
What a moron.
BTK literally didn't read one book, and he like killed people for decades.
I mean,
Son of Sam would just blow your brains out. You're sitting in your car and run away. He did it for years.
fucking John Wayne Gacy was like
Oh, God.
he was like a union leader.
He
and
was a literal clown.
and
was like-
literally the floor of his house was made of dead men.
Yeah, he was like walking around town like weekend at Bernie's with dead kids he'd
You just go through his kitchen and there's just hands sticking up out of the floor.
The vehicle that we now know, the white Hyundai Elantra. This is how they first were able to identify it. A review of footage from multiple videos obtained.
Come on, look at him.
I know, he's innocent.
Poor
He's
fucking
so
kid.
scared and cold, and he looks very confused, and he's overwhelmed.
Somebody give him a blanket.
Multiple sightings of suspect
Give
vehicle
him a
1,
snuggie.
starting at 3:29 a.m. and ending at 4:20 a.m. Remember,
He's got one of those fucking vegan concave chests, those weird bird chests.
Eat a bowl of cereal out of his
Yeah,
chin.
look at that.
when they think these murders occurred. These sightings show suspect vehicle 1 makes an initial 3 passes.
Found on
by the
bed next to
1122
victim. You
King
just
Road
left the
residence
entire
and then
sheath.
leave via
What an
length of
imbecile.
drive.
Kohberger.
Based off of my
I mean,
experience as a
imagine
patrol officer,
letting
this
the,
is a residential neighborhood with
the
a very
kill get to you
limited
that
number
way.
of
You
vehicles
start
that
losing
travel in
shit.
the area during the early morning hours.
Well, the weird thing is he walked by. One of the women in the house saw him. With
This
a
is the
mask
weirdest
on.
thing in the world, and I hate
Wow.
this.
Explain this, Joey.
So one of the roommates that came out in the affidavit after Kohberger's arrest.
By the way, I love the word affidavit.
it's a good word.
God, it kicks ass.
It's a good one, yeah.
Maybe Latin or
Affidavit.
something. Yeah.
In the affidavit. A sworn affidavit. I love it. It's like
Arraignment.
It's like Anthony or something. It's like got an interesting sound to it.
It
Anyway,
does.
Go on, Joey.
So a roommate was apparently heard something, goes upstairs to the level with the sliding glass door where Kohberger entered and exited. and she heard somebody audibly say, "It's okay, I'm going to help you." A male voice. She heard female crying, and then a male voice say, "It's okay, I'm going to help you." Then she sees Kohberger wearing a mask covering his mouth and nose, leaving the scene of the murder. They make eye contact, and then he just exits out without a single word exchange.
Walks right by her.
Then she goes back to bed. This is at like 4...
And 8 hours later discovers it.
4:30 a.m.
Wow. Oh, this is classic early 20s female shit.
It's college house stuff.
This is insane.
It's college house stuff.
She goes back to sleep. Sleeps until 11 a.m. the next day.
Imagine seeing a strange man exiting your house while hearing a woman crying and being like, "It's okay, I'm here to help you." And then just being like, "Whatever." I'm
That was weird. I'm going to sleep.
Well, no one... Kohberger was about to graduate, right?
I think so.
And these... What no one's taking into account is just how stressful finals week truly is.
That's the thing. Studying in college, it really can be a lot.
It makes you, and you start doing crazy things. You're you're sleep deprived. You're fucking. You're so close to getting that damn degree. Yeah. And you're up all night.
Blow off a little steam.
You blow.
You go to Moscow. I'm gonna go to Moscow. Blow off a little steam.
Finals week is killing me. People said that in the house. That's what's so fucked up about it.
Yeah.
You know somebody.
Some of the victims might have said
about
that.
a month earlier. It was like, finals week is gonna kill me.
Yeah, and Kohberger's just listening,
sharpening his knife.
It's so sick.
We're really fucked up.
We're
sick puppies.
We're against murder. We're just saying.
I'm against it, but it's like
we have to talk about it.
We have to talk about it. What are we supposed to talk about? How sad it is? We got to.
We know it's sad.
We know it's sad. We have to pretend like these people didn't really exist.
Yeah.
For our entertainment purposes.
He's a pathetic serial killer.
He's
He's a pretty pathetic serial killer.
Of course,
Well, if he's guilty.
Oh wow! Look at you really taking him to task.
Could have done better. That's what I'm saying. No. I'm not saying like he's a pathetic.
You are ripping Kohberger.
I'm saying he could have been better. Like what happened to the good ones? You know, in like whole cities.
For Christ's sakes, man, he's been through enough.
Sorry, guys. Oh, God.
But yeah, so Joey, is that it?
So yeah, she saw him, didn't say anything to the cops, and then just went to sleep. So that was kind of it on that point. It's like, what kind of fucking idiot?
It's very strange.
Big moron.
I would be so mad if like my daughter got killed and then you find out the roommate saw it and didn't fucking say anything.
Well, here's the thing. I could chalk that up to these college houses. Like, I mean, when I visited my friends in college, it was just a free-for-all. There's just random idiots walking in and out of the place all the fucking time.
Yeah, that's
true. You don't know what's going on.
But like the crying.
The crying is weird, but also women be crying.
That is true.
Drunk
It's a house full of women.
Drunk college women do be crying.
She probably would have called the cops if no one cried that night. She's like, something weird's going on.
She's like, yeah. None of my roommates have had a hysterical reaction to extremely normal things this week. I'm starting to freak out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is what is very weird about it is like the mask thing. Here's the thing.
Wait, he was in a mask?
I don't know if it was a COVID mask or burglar mask. Because if it was burglar mask, she's a full-blown retard idiot. And that's insane.
COVID
but if it's
mask
a COVID
is still
mask,
sketchy.
Still sketchy because it's Idaho, first off.
It's
Who
Idaho.
the fuck is wearing those?
It's 4-something a.m. in an empty house.
In an empty house.
So
Who's
it's
wearing
like
a COVID
on the way
mask?
out, you're like, oh, let me make sure I don't, get COVID on the way out of this house at 4 a.m.
But that's what everybody that wears a mask outside for no reason, they're normalizing this behavior and they're letting murderers get away with it.
Well, it's crazy that he killed 4 people without like any struggle.
That's what I'm so confused by because this woman was alive or awake when this happened.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure she was awake when it happened. She ordered a Postmates like 7 minutes before this happened.
If you caught me dead asleep and just started stabbing me, I'm done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You don't make a noise. You don't go, what the fuck? And like,
I mean, bro, if that dude's just stabbing you, there's nothing you can do, man. Imagine like how, I mean,
that's
like,
what I'm
how
so
quick
confused
does the adrenaline
by.
hit you?
That's what I'm so confused by is like how
well they had defensive wounds.
Like I sleep on my stomach, like I'm fucked.
They had defensive wounds. They had defensive wounds. Yeah. So meaning like they tried to block, their hand got slashed.
But I guess just no screaming, or I guess you can just stab right in the heart and you die quick. And
but they had defensive wounds though.
I don't know. I just don't understand how no one in the fucking house heard anything.
I heard it takes like for even someone who's like extremely situationally aware, it takes like 5 to 10 seconds to react to something like that. Like people who aren't, like it takes like upwards like 15 to 20 seconds.
How do you kill 4 people in 8 minutes with a knife and nobody makes a noise?
It was a speed run, dude. He was going into that house. He was getting 4.
I don't think 8 minutes is
a
kind
long
of
time.
Yeah, that is kind of long.
Yeah, I guess it is.
It's like 1, That's a kill.
And then you sneak into another room and hope they're asleep and they don't wake up.
I mean, he was a boxer too.
Kohburger?
He took a boxing class.
I thought he lost a bunch of weight boxing.
He lost weight. I don't know if he's good at boxing.
Yeah.
No, I was saying maybe he's like fast.
Doesn't make you good at stabbing. I don't think.
Maybe it makes him faster.
It's just very strange that the woman saw him and didn't think anything of it. But I'm going to chalk it up to college weirdness. That's another reason.
I was just picturing coming in there with boxing gloves on. He's
the first serial killer who boxes you to death.
Upon review of the video, there are only a few cars that enter and exit this area during.
Is that a Ford Taurus?
Again,
no, that looks.
I think that's a Ford.
It's a Ford Fusion, I believe.
No, that's a Taurus. Man. I love those cars.
They made. I guess that's a new.
What's with the grill?
Is that
I think that may be a police car.
Entering the area a fourth time. At approximately 4
the cops put my car in front of the house. It looks sick.
Driving eastbound on
I need a new Facebook profile picture.
The detective's like, I just got this new bumper grill on it.
52, and then driving back westbound on King Road.
What shirt is he wearing?
He's wearing that weird. It's the type of shirt of a guy that talks to your dead grandfather.
He's about to show us a magic trick.
In the road.
He's about to pull out a Ouija board.
Continue to the intersection of Queen Road and King Road.
They got to put the disaster response truck.
A 3-point turn and then driving eastbound again down Queen Road.
What does disaster response?
That's where they're loading the
do?
bodies into. They don't want anyone to see them carrying bodies out of the house. So they're putting the disaster response truck in there. It's probably got like a refrigerated kind of thing in there to keep bodies in.
God.
Well, no. I think this is from. They left the crime scene alone.
This is an In-N-Out truck.
Yeah, that's a food truck.
Pulled off a big In-N-Out truck after
they
the
did
tragedy.
catering. Yeah.
They go, guys, we know this is rough for the town to wake up to. Free In-N-Out. Animal style on the city.
This murder was animal style.
Don't worry, it's on the government's dime. This murder was animal style. That's why you're getting animal style fries.
The detective walks in there, looks at all the dead bodies, goes, "This murder was animal style."
He goes, you guys think that's animal style? He goes, take a look at this.
Just showing horrific images to everybody.
Check out these grilled onions.
He goes, hey, that burger looks a little sloppy. Check this shit out.
You ever see what Kohberger does?
It looks like this was a Kohberger, animal style.
It's called the Kohberger. It's
the Kohberger.
And then they hold up a Beyond. They hold up a Beyond patty. They go, "This is what that fat Kohberger would have eaten." And they just start punching. The head sheriff just starts punching the burger.
We should open up a fast food chain called Kohburgers. But all the food is just like chopped up.
The meat's really rare.
Yeah.
The burgers come with a mask on them. There's a COVID mask on all of them.
No, you can only order it between like 4 and 4:17 a.m. And somebody sneaks it into your house.
So the number one's called the "Don't worry, I'm gonna help you."
Oh God. Oh man, we are just such.
Look at us,
cold individuals.
No, wait. Obviously, if this happens,
it's obviously
it's in the fucking
it's
media.
horrible. But unfortunately, this type of shit happens.
Every 5 minutes we have to do this.
People know where our heart is at.
Suspect vehicle 1 is next seen departing the area of the King Road residence at approximately 4:20 a.m. at a high rate of speed. Suspect vehicle 1 is next observed traveling southbound on Walenta Drive. Based on my knowledge of the area
What do you do
and
after you
review
kill
of
4
camera
people?
footage in the neighborhood,
Jack
that
off.
does not
Yeah.
show suspect vehicle 1 during that time frame. I believe.
I also had no clue there was a Moscow, Idaho, right?
Yeah.
So strange, Moscow, Idaho. You know what the Biden administration did when they heard about this? They sent Ukraine $5 billion.
Zelensky's like, "Oh my
There's a
God."
lot of bad people in Moscow. We've been telling you this. Give Ukraine $9 trillion billion. Looks like Kohburger was another Russian spy.
Suspect vehicle 1 likely exited the neighborhood at Palouse River Drive and Conestoga Drive.
I mean, there's never been a guiltier man.
At the southern edge of
He
Moscow.
actually had it going for himself for a little bit, Joey. Remember, like we were looking at this case about a week ago, and they had just got him, but it was still very vague, and we were like, "Is he the guy?" Like they didn't really know for sure if it was him.
Right. Well, so what was going? They basically said So what happened? We found this out afterward. For months, it looked like they had no evidence. And then once he was arrested, they revealed that they had DNA, but just no match.
Right.
So then they sent the DNA off to like the Ancestry.com gene pool.
Yep.
And I think using that, they were able to narrow it down to like, using this DNA, it could be the following 5,000 people. And then they had to go through and be like, well, not this guy. He lives in Texas. This guy died in 1998. This guy, he was at his job. He couldn't have been him. They finally got to Kohberger, and they were like, well, wait, he went to school right
He's
there.
10 miles away.
And then they started their investigation.
What is the DNA that they got? From where?
The sheath.
The sheath. Man.
He probably had his own blood on the sheath. They had defensive wounds.
So there's that many Bryan Kohberger. I don't understand though. Like, how did the DNA on the sheath not immediately trace back?
Because he's not a criminal. They don't have him on the criminal database.
If your DNA isn't in like an FBI database or a criminal database, then they have to send it to like Ancestry.com. Yeah. And then there are a bunch of people. They can just profile you. They can basically be like, your DNA matches the following profile. We don't have an exact match, but the following families fit this DNA.
We're looking
profile.
for a Western European man. Like, they're not looking for a black dude. They're not looking for a Latino. They know his ethnicity. They'd probably,
Right. Okay. Interesting.
They can filter it down.
And did they have a partial plate or something?
They had the car, and they might have had a partial plate.
Yeah, with that enough, you could get like.
He was in the
warrant
area like
sure.
a bunch of times. He was, in fact, the next day he came back. He turned his phone off when he did it.
Yeah.
And then he came back the next morning and didn't turn his phone off.
Yeah, he's a big dummy.
So they're like, why were you in the area?
Well, so
the
that's.
morning of?
I don't know if they did this, but so they probably, when they found him as a suspect, they probably looked at the phone records. And then what a lot of these investigations do is they follow you around and they wait for you to like finish a drink and then throw your drink in the trash. Then they get your exact DNA and now they match it to the sheath. And now it's like, okay, that's an exact thing.
That's naughty.
Arrest him.
That's naughty police work.
Yeah.
That's like a woman banging an NFL player and then going and poking a hole in the condom.
Yep.
The trash can.
That is like
It's like just
DNA
like
tampering.
Same.
Yep.
Same
And they are
exact.
both of equal. They're both equally bad.
These into Whitman County, Washington. Eventually,
Affidavit.
the road leads to
God, I
Pullman,
love that word.
Washington. Pullman, Washington
Affidavit.
is approximately 10 miles from Moscow, Idaho. Both Pullman and Moscow are small college towns, and people commonly travel back and forth between them. We've talked about this before when he was ultimately apprehended. The connection, the geographical distance between his university and where
I get
these
major
murders
Guido
occurred.
vibes from this guy.
I'm going to continue
Me
on.
too.
Yeah.
Law enforcement
He goes home,
officers
he's like, "Ma,
provided
I gotta
video
investigate
footage of
another
suspect
murder."
want video-
He goes, Ma,
vehicle
finish the
warrants
gravy. I got a big murder tonight.
FBI that regularly utilizes
Did you wash the black shirt, Ma?
Ma, I'm doing my Law and Crime Trial Network shit tonight.
Hey, I need that banded collared black shirt. Makes me look like I play with Ouija boards, Ma.
Iron the black shirt, Ma.
Give me the black
Kohberger
shirt.
just got arrested. Iron the black shirt.
Jesus Christ.
But upon further review, he indicated
They
it
don't
could
give
also be
sauce
a
monkeys
2011,
like this that many
2016
opportunities.
As a result, investigators have been reviewing information on persons in possession of a vehicle of this type. Investigators were given access to video SU.
You know what I want to do?
Washington.
I want to get an image of Kohberger in, like being walked by the police, like or just perp walk, and then put the Con Air music.
You're just gonna get a dance.
Put the Con Air music to this, could you?
Oh, that's yeah. Do that.
Can I play
God,
it on
what a good
YouTube?
idea.
Just go to another YouTube and just type Con Air music. I don't know if I'm gonna love this.
Yeah.
Is it Leanne Rimes?
No.
Theme song?
No.
You got to fix the
Theme song.
There we go. Okay, play that. Now put the
You gotta play.
Put the perp walk on silent. Play this.
Where's the
The perp walk.
Okay, so the perp walk's on silent.
Fuck yes. This is sick.
It's intense.
This is better than I could have even imagined.
This works perfectly.
I know.
Him and Steve Buscemi are having a tea party in a fucking airstrip.
They go, Bryan Kohberger. convicted of 4 murders.
Replay.
Bryan Kohberger's like, don't touch that woman.
Vegan pussy, Bryan Kohberger.
They say he went into a house in Moscow, Idaho with a butcher knife.
Oh, we were just about to get the drums.
That was good. We got
fantastic.
So, Joey, what's going on with your some of your pals back in South Dakota recently?
This is one of the. I actually am so embarrassed. I've told a few people this story.
It's been affecting you all week.
It has.
You've been it's been consuming your mind all week.
Tortured.
I'm tortured by it, and I also told a few people that heard it, and then they were like, I don't want to hear about this.
It's like disgusting.
And they're like, this is off-putting, and I don't even want to talk to you. I think I lost friends by telling this and by people knowing that I'm associated with this. But yeah, I went, and we're not going to say any names, obviously.
Yeah.
No names.
But yeah, so I went to South Dakota for Christmas, and it's just the older I get, the more I'm realizing my South Dakota friend groups, and this is no clues, but this is sort of a new friend group that I've been hanging out with in South Dakota. But they've been sort of going deeper and deeper down the South Dakota rabbit hole. Yeah, which is just a consequence of age and living in South Dakota, where it's so you become more and more conservative, and you sort of just lean into the trashiness and all this. Yeah. But so, anyways, I was one night I didn't go hang out with this one group, and I was just whatever, I was hungover or something, and on Friday I went out, and I'm like, well, so how did that night go? And one of my other friends was like, nothing crazy, they just drank a bunch of breast milk and then fucked each other. And he wasn't trying to be funny. He wasn't trying. He was just sincerely nothing. They just drank breast milk, fucked each other.
He's just like this. He's like, that's what happened.
Yeah, and then he's like, and then so I just went home, and then they played pool, and then and then I go, hey, what? What now?
You had to be like, whoa, let's go back to the last thing. Rewind. What?
So then I messaged my friend who was there at this place when it happened, and I'm like, could you give me some more info on this? I heard that you guys...
You had to start doing, research.
Yeah. I was like, I want to know what happened here. This is a weird thing that I just heard. And he's like, well...
The 60 minutes timer is going on right now.
Andy Rooney, who drank the milk from a pregnant woman at a party?
There's a breast milk orgy happening in Rapid City, South Dakota.
Seems to me that'd be rather strange.
It's little beady eyes.
Do they not have normal milk in South Dakota?
But so I was like, I'm like, dude, what is this? What's going on here? And he's like, so he goes, well, first of all, what? We drank breast milk and then fucked each other? He goes, oh my God, dude. He goes, nobody fucked anyone. And then I was like, well,
you wacko.
Yeah, I was like, well, but so the milk stuff though, what was that? And he's like, oh, come on, nothing, dude. He goes, there was a girl there, a couple of girls had babies. This is what people do when they have babies. Yeah. They give the baby milk. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like,
who's the baby?
I'm like, is the baby a waiter at Buffalo Wild Wings?
Because that's what I heard. Yeah. I heard there's a poor waiter at Buffalo Wild Wings got a mouthful of mommy's milk.
So then he goes, it was nothing like what you're making it sound like. We went back to the house. We had breast milk because the girls have babies. Sorry, that's what happened.
He keeps acting like this is just such a
It was a normal night at Buffalo Wild Wings.
He keeps acting like, yeah, you don't have a baby. You don't understand. Sometimes you spike the waiter of a Buffalo Wild Wings with the breast milk.
Golly.
So, he's like, yeah. So we came over. We told him it was a rum shot, and we just gave him a shot of breast milk, and he took it.
Poor guy.
Poor guy. No, they're making a fool out of the poor guy.
Yeah, and they're also making their kid go from being 6'3" to 5'2".
Mm-hmm. Right. That's the other thing is I want someone to sit down. I know the baby can't understand words, but I want somebody to sit down. If that baby's ever drinking baby formula, and go and explain to that baby, the reason that you're on the formula right now is because we gave the last of your sacred milk to a waiter.
To a waiter.
Joey's going to be like 7 years old. Christopher Walken in Pulp Fiction explaining to the baby as an adult.
You have to explain.
Like, here's why you get the flu 6 times a year.
Yeah, you explain to that baby why it has allergies.
Your mother gave the breast milk. In 2022.
You explain to that baby why it doesn't have any ACLs.
It's got meningitis.
Because you guys were feeding the whole town its milk.
But so anyways, I recorded a video of Devan. I told Devan the story and I filmed him reacting to it. And then I sent it to a bunch of the perpetrators.
Of the perps.
I sent it to the milk perps.
They need a perp walk.
They need a perp walk.
Walk right through the fucking the Gerber section in the store.
I'm like, if you're going to be doing pranks that are so crazy that Steve-O from Jackass won't even do them, you can't then now get mad at me for reacting. But they actually got they were like, I think they were like,
they think I was like being serious. Like I was
they just
disappointed in them.
Taking them to task.
Devan is so good at like making fun of people. That it's like, I think they saw it and they were just like, oh, damn.
Probably made him feel really bad. I didn't even know it was happening. I was like hungover. Joey just starts filming me like, Devan, he told me this insane story, and I was like, it's disgusting. They should be ashamed.
I didn't know they were sensitive about it. I literally thought like anyone who's doing this with breast milk they have a good sense of humor and they can take some jokes about it. But so they got pretty mad.
I feel like there's a part of the story we're not getting.
What do you think?
They're getting pretty defensive about it.
Yeah, that's what's strange.
Right.
It's like...
I think they're really ashamed of I think they're embarrassed.
Come from? That's what I'm trying.
My first friend who told me about it.
I have a theory that everyone in South Dakota is banging everybody.
Yeah. It is really weird
wait your turn.
and trashy. And anytime you go to South Dakota, there's like this. Anytime you go to a bar, you will hear like 3 times throughout the night, like, oh, this person fucked this person who's coming. Like, tell them that they're there because it's going to be weird. It's like everybody's fucked everybody, and it's just like this gross, trashy little. But it's it's normal there. It's not even like it's normal to them, but it's uncomfortable for me. But
yeah. What are you gonna do? There's a kid in South Dakota that's gonna grow up to be 3'9"
if he survives the winter.
If he survives the winter. No, I mean, yeah.
It's like a Donner Party out there.
The only baby is bald by 12.
It's like the Benjamin Button baby.
Yeah, they created Andy Milonakis.
Yeah.
One fell swoop.
Yeah, baby's gonna have progeria.
Get
its fucking titty milk.
One shot of breast milk thrown down the drain. Your baby now is.
It's got arthritis. The baby's got arthritis at 13.
Yeah.
I said, because they're so bad at me, I said I wanted to record like a big apology video. But then like 30 seconds into the apology, I take a big drink of milk. and then I have a cartoonish milk mustache for the rest of the apology. I'm just like, I'm so sorry, guys. Like, I apologize. But now it's fine. I think they'll just forget about it.
Have they not? No one's spoken to you since?
No.
Oh, man. Wow,
Joey's been exiled.
This is really crazy. What's going on here?
I don't know.
They make you wear a scarlet letter. You go back to South Dakota. You're wandering around.
It's hilarious that like Joey's the voice of reason for these people.
That's wild. Yeah.
That's what I was. It's like. It's the only place where I look like a very classy member of society.
Yeah,
I go there and I literally just feel like I'm, the mayor.
Like Sinatra showed up.
Right, exactly. Meanwhile, I'm like so drunk that I can't speak or walk. But I'm just like, whoa.
Like, I don't know, Dean Martin's in town.
Oh, golly.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not really much else to do there. It's just we hope that they take the steps and to get better, and they do the work. They have to listen.
No, that's the thing. You can't be giving breast milk to a waiter at Buffalo Wild Wings. You guys deserve to catch a little heat on this and get better and stop it.
Well, because there's only a limit. There's a limited amount of breast milk.
Legally, that's like coming on a stranger, right?
I think legally it's very
like coming
illegal.
on a stranger.
It's like assault with bodily
If that
fluid.
guy got really angry about it, he could have gotten them in a lot of trouble, I think.
Yeah,
it's like putting cum in like.
I think if he went to the police station, the police would just make fun of him or something.
Probably, but it's like putting cum in
chugging breast milk themselves.
It's like putting cum in like clam chowder or something. I think it would be like you tricked them. They
like
didn't know
that high school teacher, but the cum in the cookies.
Yeah. They didn't know what they were drinking.
It's a crime.
It's a crime.
Yeah. I mean, I had no idea in South Dakota they're just like, oh, fuck, I'm fucking just so hungover. You want a White Russian? Well, we're all out of half and half. No, let's take my baby's milk.
Yeah.
that was another like really funny text I got where when defending himself, my friend was like, dude, look, it was in the fridge. The guy was there. Somebody poured a shot. I mean, he's like acting like if it's in, once it enters the fridge, it's now drinkable to all humans.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, yeah, listen, I really am in the mood for an Irish car bomb, but we don't have any milk.
You're like, it's pretty cold outside. I don't want to go to the store and get milk. I mean, oh man, look, what are all these pregnant knockers for?
He goes, God damn it, I've got Cheerios. I got a bowl.
Yeah.
And I got my wife's big milky tits.
I don't got any milk.
I got a crying baby. I got a hungry crying baby. But if I put that crying baby in a room, lock the door, I have cereal milk. What are you gonna do?
Jesus.
What are you gonna do? You know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
They're just goofs, you know.
A bunch of goofs.
Oh fuck. So Joey and I, if you've been following the Hate Watch podcast for at least the better part of the last year and a half, I think you know that we've been we used to be obsessed with these things called First Amendment audits.
Oh, hell yeah.
Joey, why don't you explain what that is real quick?
So a First Amendment audit is basically a private journalist who goes around with a video camera, and they often go to places like post offices where you're legally allowed to film. But by filming there, you're going to cause a scene.
Yes, because they often will just go to public places, film, and be very strange and not answer anybody's questions.
Right.
So it comes off like, well, what are you doing? Like, are you guys going to shoot up the place? Or like, it's very weird and sinister.
It is a technically legal activity that looks very weird and suspicious, and it will get the cops called on you basically every time. So it's good for like YouTube views and stuff.
Yes, it gets a lot of views. There's a lot of confrontations, and a lot of them carry pepper spray, guns on them. And if they get confronted at all and anyone touches them, they can't wait to pepper spray people.
Exactly.
Basically, all they do is they just film low-wage workers. The low-wage workers walk out, get pissed off, they touch them, and then they pepper spray a low-wage worker.
So yeah, they're like egging people on, and they're trying to get into confrontations so that they can get views for their thing.
And some of these guys like make a living off lawsuits from these things.
They'll sue the city.
They'll sue the whole thing.
So Joey and I recently, we got out of the game. We got out of the game a while ago. Just got an email. So let's see.
Oh, is it what's his face?
The IRS.
What's his face? The IRS.
We got out of the game a while back. We used to be obsessed with them, you know. Amagansett, Slow, San Luis Obispo, Observer, of what have you, the classics. Yeah. And we recently stumbled upon the greatest fucking moment I've ever seen in a single audit ever.
This is my favorite audit ever. I used
the best
to
thing I've
watch
ever
these.
seen.
I'm going in blind. This is fantastic.
Riverside County accountability, okay? Because somebody needs to hold Riverside County accountable, and you're doing the work. Thank you. So look at this. They're just at like a fucking chop shop yard or like a junkyard, I guess.
It's a semis are parked there, and I think it's a chop
They're
shop.
just filming a
guys.
weird fucking lot.
Yeah, usually they're like fucking with like post office workers. They're like blue collar workers.
Now they're fucking with like meth heads that work at a garbage lot.
Yeah,
basically.
they need to have this job so they can tell their parole officer something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh shit.
So let's see how this goes. Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And they always talk to they're always on a live stream, and there's always a bunch of psychos like watching them, and they're like, hey, they're like, what's
These guys
up?
are cholos.
He's like, Steve Flannan, thank you for watching.
So we got somebody right here with the pressure washer.
And for anyone who's not familiar with Southern California, Riverside County fucking sucks. It all looks like this. It's just...
See, I see this, and I'm like, this is beautiful. Sunset,
Look at
some
that-
mountains in the
that
background.
This guy
with his pesticide tank. He's revving up his pesticide
He's making
tank.
dinner.
He's like, I got to get rid of the worms in my ass. Hold on a second. There's worms in my ass.
He's spraying Roundup up his ass to get rid of the bugs.
It's a normal day in Riverside.
Yeah. Oh man,
Truck stop.
He's got those fly catchers hanging on his ass.
He's got the little laser beam things.
So there's just this guy, this poor weirdo, this guy with, look at his gut.
Yeah, he rocks.
Well, wait, skip ahead to like when you can really see his gut. Because we're not, because it's just kind of uneventful.
There he is.
Okay, right there.
So he looks like the guy.
He's got this crazy hernia.
I mean, he's got a crazy face. He's just been through the ringer, this guy. He looks like the guy on the motorcycle in Raising Arizona.
Yeah. He's done 10 years in jail. In prison.
Yeah. Look at him.
He's suspicious.
His belly button, there's like a fist coming out of his stomach.
I love those dudes. They get so fat, like their intestines start coming out of their belly button, and it forms like a hernia.
Yeah, they have a hernia in their belly. I love those dudes.
Dude.
That's not even the worst angle. It gets so much weirder looking.
And he keeps going like, what are you...
He's like, what are you looking
at? Are you
at?
okay? What's going on? And they just don't respond. He just goes, shh.
He's like, what? He's got 15 children.
Look at that gut.
This is great. This is like...
Look at that stomach. Oh my God, look at that.
Oh, wow.
I thought it'd be really funny if we found out this wasn't even an audit. They're just scientists that work at like a hernia lab.
They're studying him like Jane Goodall studying a chimp.
They're like, we've run out of subjects at Bass Pro Shop. We need to head down to the truck stop.
We heard the greatest hernia of all time is in Riverside County at a chop shop.
They go, doctor, there's a hernia in Riverside.
We gotta tag him.
We gotta get there now. Tag him. They go, it's the goddamn size of a planet. He goes, get my goddamn car keys. We're going right now.
This man's belly button looks like a softball. We gotta get out there. It's like Jurassic Park. They got the cars with the fucking elevators on them.
And then this is like the lady that runs it. She's
That's
like
the lot meth
She's
head.
like the mademoiselle of the meth heads.
Yeah, these two are like...
She's walking around with just a tube.
Look at her. She's meth head
got
mama.
a piece of tube.
Meth head mama son right here.
It's two peas in a pod, these two.
That's where that goes. Yep.
I think it's more like two rocks and a crack pipe.
I want to see a buddy comedy starring these two.
I would love to see this. Let's skip a little ahead. He just starts flipping him off. He's like... He's got one tooth. He's got one big tooth.
Oh my God. Holy fuck.
She just keeps calling them like faggots, I guess.
Wow. What happened to his face?
Acne and years of drug abuse.
Yeah, he's like Edward James Olmos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Looks
Rough.
like if Danny Trejo was in The Whale.
Grenades and ham.
What is he saying? He's like green eggs and ham.
Hickory dickory dock.
He's like hickory dickory dock.
Put that catalytic converter back on that block.
He's like cat in the hat.
Look at that. Look at that.
Look at that stomach. That is like it's like a gun.
Yeah, the angrier he gets, the bigger it gets. He's like a bullfrog.
He uses it to scare predators.
What's she doing? She's holding up
She's
her copy
reading
of the First
she
Amendment.
thinks that they're deaf and dumb, so she's holding up a sign.
Yeah.
This is the best part. She somehow looks at the situation and decides
They must be like
they can't hear.
They can't read.
They can only read.
They can
can't
only
hear.
read.
Yeah.
What does the sign say?
And he just goes, no, no, no. He just
What is? Oh, I can't wait for this.
I'm recording you guys too, but you guys don't speak? Are you guys deaf?
What does this say?
Because I'm going to call the police right now. Can you tell me anything?
This is private property. I think you need permission to film us. Why are you filming us, and what do you want?
That's very reasonable.
Very reasonable.
I like how she says, "I think you need permission to
Yeah, I
film
think.
this."
She's
That's
like, I don't
actually
know.
she's actually admitting she could be wrong. These people are way cooler than people at post offices.
That is true.
Yeah.
Well, they're street people.
Yeah, the street. They know the rules of the streets.
These are street urchins.
Look at his hernias like sweating.
Look at this guy.
Yeah.
This guy lives in the sewer.
He's like Pinocchio.
He's a sewer man.
It's like
His stomach is Pinocchio.
getting longer.
Look at these, the meeting of the minds. The peaky in the brain.
Guys, quick sidebar.
She said, babe, it's okay, let her. As long as they don't come on the property. So she must have got educated on the phone.
He's like, the guy's behind the camera. I don't know if you guys can hear him. He's like, they just got educated as fuck.
One guy's like,
Like the sun coming up.
oh my God, you just did this. Sheesh. That's great.
All right, should we skip to the the epic?
Let's get it.
So this guy driving by, there's this gangbanger.
Hell yeah,
This
dude.
black gangbanger drives by.
By the way, this has all been a lead up to this.
This is like a masterpiece. This is honestly the funniest minute I've ever seen in any video ever.
So fucking good.
I'm still in awe. This gangbanger pulls up in his Lexus.
Just do it.
All right, hold on.
Just do it. He's got a Lexus.
I can't wait.
I love the dudes who pull up places like this in a luxury vehicle.
Yeah, he works there.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
So he obviously is like in huge amounts of debt for his Lexus, and he works at like a shithole.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Look at this king.
Oh my God, yes.
Hell yeah, folks. Check this out.
This guy's so high. Look at him.
Oh yeah, he's high as hell.
Why are you recording, bro?
Oh shit. Oh, this dude doesn't fuck around.
Well,
Give me your phone, bro. Give me your phone.
Back up, man.
Why you recording me, bro?
Don't trip. Back up.
Oh, you said what? I'm from EC1, I know, nigga.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Pepper sprayed him. Maced him right in the face, and then look at this. He literally turns into a Benny Hill movie.
he becomes like Jerry Lewis.
He walks right into a trailer. He starts like flailing. He turns completely like retarded. Then he wanders around the street. Hold on. He pops right out back from behind the trailer in a second. Here, he pops right out over here. Come on. Come on, baby bird.
Be patient. He comes right out.
Does he still try to act hard?
No. The pepper spray basically turns him into like Chris Tucker. He turns into a hilarious. Look at he falls. He's like on the phone. He's like trying to call somebody. He keeps flailing. He's itching. And he keeps walking all weird. He like turns into this like weird.
He turns into a crackhead.
He's like
he hits the
he's
car.
clearly got his eyes closed, but he wants to keep walking.
He wants to keep walking.
Reason.
Yeah. And so then
this is great. Oh, he's so pissed off.
Check this out. Check out. Wait for the trip. He's like,
Oh shit.
Look at this. He's looking at them. He hits his car.
Why is he walking like that?
He loses all control over his body.
Sit down on the curb, man.
They're like, sit on the curb, bro. He's like,
One step away from you, man. Just sit down.
They're like, sit on the curb.
He becomes a master at physical comedy.
It's unbelievable. You pepper spray this guy, he turns into fucking, Martin Lawrence. It's amazing. But you want me to call the cops?
Oh, yeah. What a baller move.
The best part hasn't even happened yet. They have to tell him, bro, no, you're walking into your car. Hold on.
Don't you want help?
He's like trying to find things he can't see.
Are you trying to get in your car, man?
They're like, bro, that's not your car.
Right there,
That's your car, bro. Wait, go to the yell.
Car right there.
Hold my hand, bro. Bleed in my
He goes, hold my hand. Hold my hand.
What
1 minute ago, he was like, Eastside, bitch, Northwide Long Beach, motherfucker.
Oh, no, motherfucker.
Hold my hand. Please hold my hand.
And then a minute later, he's like, hold my hand.
It's phenomenal.
Oh, my God. I've never seen anything like this. I almost feel like it was, like, faked. Like, I can't believe this guy. He went from being a gangster to... This is insane.
It's wonderful.
Just hold me, man.
His entire...
He's like, my eyes are bleeding.
His entire character just collapses in a heartbeat.
Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down right here. Sit down right here.
He must feel bad.
Sit down, sit down. I got some water in my car. Hey, get him some water, man. Get him some water.
Poor fucking guy.
They're being nice to him because he did get super aggressive with them.
Yeah, I mean,
he hit their phone out of their hand. You can't grab shit. You can't grab people.
It's just pepper spray. Chill out, man.
It's just pepper spray.
Chill out, man. Chill out. Get us some water. Get us some water.
I mean, it's like...
Hurry up. Help him out.
These guys created this
You have water in your
situation.
car, man?
Yeah,
It's a completely created. This never needed to happen.
Oh, no,
today.
not at all.
Yeah.
And then he just goes to work. And then he leaves his Lexus in the middle of the road. And this guy's like vaping.
Shouldn't be grabbing people's stuff. What the hell?
Shouldn't be grabbing people's stuff. He's like,
phenomenal.
I'll turn any gangbanger into string cheese. The guy just
It's like the string cheese
turned
guy.
into like a wiggly man, like one of those things outside of car lots.
He's like, get your Gumby ass back to work.
Yeah, get back to work, Gumby. Now isn't that one of the finest pieces of comedy
That was
you've ever
fantastic.
seen?
That was lovely.
Incredible,
Man.
incredible. How much time are we done? So they banned these things, huh? They banned flavored vapes in California.
Yeah.
Officially banned.
Prop 31 or something.
Unbelievable. Right under our noses. I had no idea this was even happening.
I know. They did it in the quiet of night when nobody was paying attention. I was in South Dakota because I never would have let this happen.
Much like Kohberger, they did it right in the middle of the night.
Joey would have
yeah.
filibustered.
I absolutely.
You would have gone to Sacramento and
I
filibustered.
would have been in City Hall.
No flavored vapes in California. I mean, it's like it's like an Armenian potato famine.
I could literally start a legit business just driving to Arizona, buying a bunch of elf bars and bringing them back.
You
and selling them
we
on the
could
street.
easily.
Yeah.
You think there's a bunch of like Middle Eastern dudes like out here that are just like,
yeah.
what will we do without the watermelon ice?
Pina colada
A
is
long
gone.
winter ahead without the watermelon lush ice.
They go strawberry, kiwi, watermelons.
Strawberry, kiwi, guava is no more. Oh man, how you been, Johnny?
Great.
Everything
Feeling
good
good.
with you? Monkeypox is fully cleared up.
I'm losing it.
Let me see your.
What happened to your thumb now?
Oh, you guys want to see?
Is that from sticking your? What's going on?
Thumb up guys' asses. Yeah, you want to see this, Joey? You ready for this?
What happened to your thumb, dude?
You want to see?
Sure.
Sure. I mean, what? How bad could it be?
It's pretty bad, bro.
What happened?
What happened to your thumb? It's coming off. Jesus, that is
you're
gross.
doing it-
Put it back on. Put it back on, buddy.
Why's your nail not there?
So when I had the hand, foot, and mouth, the lady told me. She warned me. She said your fingernails may come off.
What the hell is going on with you, dude?
So
Jesus
I'm sick.
Christ.
I'm a sick puppy.
What?
Dude.
You gotta leave
Sick
this
diseased
job.
Puppy. I think I got it at Jits.
People that work
I
in
think I got it.
sewers don't have any problems.
Well,
with you.
it'll grow back. I'll give it like 4 months. It'll be back.
You're disfigured.
They're never. Yeah, I'm losing a thumbnail.
Yeah, the
'cause I guess
job
my
is
hands swelled up so
legitimately
much.
it's disfiguring you.
Yeah, you know, this
It's
is what
deforming you.
happens.
It's turning
This
you
is what
out.
happens.
No, it's not. It's not what happens. But people don't get jobs as bartenders,
Well,
and 5
you
months
know,
later they
let me
don't.
just-
They don't turn into Elephant Man after their 5 months.
I'll get whatever.
It's
Find another
gross.
job, you know.
Yeah, you should.
You're wearing jackets like you're an astronaut.
I look dope, dude. Everybody wants this jacket. I've had like 5 compliments on this jacket today.
It's a good jacket.
Yeah, I
It's
like
a great
it.
jacket. I look like I'm in Top Gun.
You do.
Sturdy.
It's
It's
awesome.
sturdy. It's a sturdy jacket.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's
good.
It's very cozy. $80. Best $80 I ever spent. It's fantastic. What are you guys up to? What's going on here?
Nothing.
Just
We're
chilling.
We're just trying to figure out like how much longer we have you for.
Probably another 3 years
on this earth.
Before you die?
Yeah. No, I think I might have got it jits. You know, there's a lot of people that
Yeah,
have
because you don't
kids.
shower after jiu-jitsu.
I do,
Which is
but there's
insane.
on Saturdays, so I'm gonna get a bunch of antimicrobial wipes. I'm just gonna wipe my body down.
Just
on
shower.
Saturdays. Well, I
Just go
can't
home
on
and-
Saturdays. I gotta go straight to work.
Dude, they don't have showers at the gym.
No, dude.
That's
What
kind
a
of a
shitty
rip-off.
gym. I think that's illegal.
No, it's
That's extreme. It might be illegal, and it's
How do you have gay sex if there's no showers there?
You just do it dirty. You get down and dirty. But yeah, I'm losing a thumbnail. Lost a couple, yeah.
That's the grossest fucking thumb I've ever seen. You keep getting grosser, man.
Keeping it wrapped up. It's all right. It's okay. I'm all good.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
You got to cut it out.
Things happen.
Things happen, but they don't need to happen. You're bringing this on yourself because you don't shower after jiu-jitsu.
I do shower for jiu-jitsu, but there's one day where I can't shower, but now I'm showering after
for a
that.
long time.
I'm not going on that day.
You told me you weren't showering.
Yeah, I'd shower for I would wait like an hour or two, and then I'd shower.
No, you would not. You would go to sleep without showering.
Oh yeah, sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I'd be.
Yeah,
you're really not taking into consideration just how many problems you've had.
It was back-to-back ringworm, hand, foot, and mouth. It was a pretty crazy medical.
You had
month.
ringworm and then hand, foot, and mouth disease.
Yeah,
you're hosting viruses.
I'm a host.
You're them host,
but I'm better now, and my hands look great. Like they look fine now. You know,
they still look kind of poxy.
Yeah, they're a little poxy, but they'll be good.
They look a little poxy.
My feet are fucked.
They look better than they did.
They look better than they did.
What's wrong with your feet now?
You want to see?
No.
Nah, they're just my feet look fine. I'm losing all the skin. It looks fine though.
You still talking to that cannibal?
What cannibal? Oh, Joshua. Yeah. So Joshua.
Didn't he get angry with you the other day?
No.
The African cannibal that you speak to?
Oh no, the guy who was in the wheelchair got angry at me.
No, I know, but don't you speak to an African cannibal that kind of like got...
He didn't get angry with me. He keeps sending me Christmas videos. So when I was 16, I saw this Vice documentary about the Vice guy to Liberia, and they went down to Liberia. Shane Smith was cool, and he went to Liberia and met this guy Joshua Blahey, and I just looked him up on Facebook, and he's been my pen pal for 10 plus years now, and yeah, so we talk a lot. We talk about he's a preacher now. He got
what did he do? He was a cannibal.
Oh, buddy. I mean, we can have him on the show.
Well, just quickly describe.
No, I don't want.
You sure?
No, I don't want people that have killed and eaten children.
You see, he would fight butt naked.
Oh, this is General Butt
Naked.
Okay,
yeah, he'd fight butt naked, but he would I
didn't know you were friends with him.
Yeah, we've been talking for years.
Now, why? What is there to get out?
Well,
of
he would drink the blood of children.
Would he kill the kids?
Yeah, dude. And then he'd
okay,
go
that's
out.
I thought he was finding roadkill.
Does that ever come up?
No.
Does that ever come up in your conversation?
No.
You just try to.
I was just what are you up to, dude? One time I hit him up and he was I just had my laptop stolen. I'm oh, it sucks.
How would he kill the kids?
Probably with a gun or something.
Are you serious? 100% serious
yes,
about this?
100% serious.
I don't understand why he's a murderer. He's a child murderer.
Yeah, but then he was put up for war crimes. And then he was listen, I found God, and I've created my people, we help the child soldiers.
What country?
Liberia.
So do you forgive him because he found God?
No, he should be executed immediately.
Why are you friends with him?
Why do you talk to him?
Because it's just interesting. I don't know.
You think you're Capote?
Yeah, Sherman Capote. No, he's just a guy. He runs around, builds buildings, and does church services.
So he's done with eating kids.
He's over the eating kids. He's done being a cannibal.
It was a phase.
But my favorite thing,
he was
my favorite
acting
thing
out.
is,
yeah, it was like skateboarding.
The funny thing is on his Facebook, he'll post I love God and Merry Christmas and shit. But every once in a while, people from his past will pop up and comment on his and
you ate my son, asshole.
Kind of like that, but it would be my favorite one is he was trying to be all righteous one time, and this dude commented I saw you marching around in front of the U.S. Embassy in Liberia, holding the decapitated heads of 4 men and parading them in front of U.S. Marines, and you have the balls to do this. It was just great stuff.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's a cannibal warlord. He's been my pen pal since I was 16.
Your pen.
I would stop talking to him.
Yeah, it's a real notebook situation. You guys
whatever. He is gonna go to hell. Yeah. But
well, you seem into it. So,
I'm kind of just riding the wave, man. Sometimes these guys pop into your life.
Yeah.
Cannibal.
Sure.
They do.
Yeah, we've all had our share of cannibal warlords in our lives.
They do.
God, I've been just swatting these guys off.
Me and Mad Max.
Every time I go to the gas station, I go, get out of here, Ndugu. I heard what you did last year.
Zimbabwe, get the hell out of here.
Zimbabwe. Oh boy! All right, yeah. Let's head over to the Patreon. Patreon.com/HateWatchPodcast. Once again, thank you to Yarmals.
Yarmals, you fucking rule.
Yarmals, you're the man, dude. It's beautiful.
Look at that beauty. It really, it's so well made.
It was crazy.
It's like overwhelming.
Yeah. Like I don't, this is the most talented. I don't know what this type of like art is called. What is this? Like a what is the title of a guy that makes stuff like this?
He probably just makes furniture and was like, I'm going to make this display.
Like a carpenter or something?
Yeah, he's a carpenter.
Yeah, he's like
it's amazing. It's like the best carpenter I've ever seen, but he's also just like the coolest guy ever.
And he loves O&A and shit. It's like he's a real
O&A fucking rocks,
he's a
dude.
G.
He's just a funny dude, yeah.
Anybody that tells me if they know like obscure O&A shit, I'm like, it's like evil. You're like, I go like, it's like I do like the Star Trek thing. It's like,
YARMLES on Instagram.
Yep. So check him out. Buy some of his stuff. I don't really know if I don't know what he is, but he works in a workshop in Baltimore and
builds cool shit. Hit him up if you want.
Hit him up.
Anything like this.
Baltimore
builds other stuff.
I'd love to visit Baltimore again. I actually really
Great
enjoyed
town.
it. I really enjoyed Baltimore. I just don't. You don't go to the fucking the wire parts.
Yeah, you just stay in like the nice.
Just went to like Fells Point.
Canton.
I stayed in the project when I was there, but it was like fine.
I stayed in the largest row house in Baltimore when I stayed there. It was the wildest thing I've ever been in. It had a fucking elevator. It was like 6 stories tall. It was nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I went to a Polish club there, and they put Old Bay on their hot dogs.
That's cool.
It was really tasty.
Old Bay's good on everything.
Old Bay's amazing. I thought to put on a hot dog.
Yeah. Well, anyway, patreon.com/HeyWatchPodcast. God bless everybody out there. God bless, we're sending our strength to Kohberger. We hope these false charges are eventually dropped.
Praying for you, Kohberger.
Yeah.
But we are starting that burger stand.
Why don't we